Welcome to the Sovereign and Empowered podcast with Tracy Goody, Practical Ascension Guide. It is my mission and purpose to bring light-centered humans into their most powerful, focused, aligned, truest self ever. So in this podcast, I share from my channel with the Akashic Records and the Ascension Collective, as well as my own experiences of awakening, and also host some amazing guests that you will not want to miss. If you resonate with this podcast, please share, leave a review, or let me know how it has impacted you. The trap of energetic perfectionism and solstice activation invite. So before I jump into today's topic, I want to invite you to my True Self Solstice activation. In this activation, we will be working with the powerful energies of solstice and the full moon, and it will be most potent around then, but whenever you feel called, this will be beneficial to listen to. So this is going to be a really high frequency space with DNA healing and activation so that you can deepen your connection and clarity to soul, to your truth and your power. And this is free registration, so you can get the link in the show notes below. So what is energetic perfectionism? Again, this is from my perspective and my observation. Energetic perfectionism is an anxious pattern where you feel like your vibe, your beliefs, you need to be energetically perfect in order to create transformation in your life or manifest your soul desires. This can occur when you understand the impact of your energetic state and beliefs, and in your quest for mastery, you create this pattern of pressure and control that everything within you has to be perfect in order to move forward. This can show up with beliefs like, of course I didn't get that job or client or whatever the desired outcome was. I haven't done enough energy and mindset work. I just need to do more. I need to be more committed. I need to be more strict with myself. So there's a very thin line between healthy personal responsibility for your vibration and beliefs and toxic perfectionism. So if you're in this energetic pattern, you may feel shame and guilt when something doesn't go the way you planned or the way that you visualize. So this may come from a deep-seated fear of trust and this loss of control, or attaching your value and worth to how effectively you manifest and bring what you desire into your life. I've always been a student of the law of attraction, manifesting, exploring things on the unseen level. What we need to remember about this approach is that it's only one piece of the machine. There are many universal laws. There are large and small patterns. There are themes playing out for each individual as well as the collective. So sometimes it's just not so cut and dry as a pass or a fail with manifesting and creating transformation. When we take all of the responsibility of manifesting into our system, already there's an imbalance of energy. We forget all of the divine forces at work and assume everything is our job from a subconscious perspective. So lesson number 1 in moving out of this energetic perfectionism is being clear about what is your role, what is your job, and what is not. So your job is to feel and to be. Your job is to be clear about where you desire to go from an emotional frequency standpoint, and your job is to honor and listen to yourself and take action from a place of divine will, from a motivating factor that feels good. Now, the role of the universe, the divine, or the powers that be, is to arrange everything else. It's to make sure the right people get the right message. It's to bring about situations and relationships that help you move through your soul lessons and get the experiences you signed up for. It's to provide opportunities for you to make choices, decide to stay with your old pattern, or shift into a new one. In whatever areas you desire transformation, ask yourself, what truly is my role? What is the role of the divine? Can I let go of needing to control that which is outside of my control? So how can I let go? So the next thing that's inevitably going to come up is, how do I trust? How do I trust in the outcome? How do I trust that what I've done is enough and that the divine will arrange everything else? So there's no simple answer here, but to listen to your own inner voice. And for many, filling up with the energy of safety and security is going to be a wonderful first step. So start to anchor more peace into your body and specifically feel yourself being filled up with that emotional safety and security. Sometimes when we try to jump all the way to trust, our dysregulated nervous system will just bounce it right back out. Stability is really key in order to bring things into embodiment, which is what you want to do with the energy of trust. You want to embody it. You want to feel it. You want to not just think it. You want to feel it and be it. So you can do this many times a day simply by asking that your stores, your buckets, your containers of emotional safety and security be filled and overflowing. And just take a few minutes and breathe. And imagine, what does this feel like for you? What does it feel like to have that emotional safety and security? And you can also state, I choose to increase my capacity for emotional safety and security. I bring this energy into every molecule of my being, into every area of my subconscious mind, and just breathe with it. Once you're starting to feel these effects, once you're feeling stabilized, that's when you can really work with trust and really invite trust into your system. Lesson number 2 in energetic perfectionism is remembering that whatever you can do, however much you can commit, that is enough. So underlying many patterns of energetic perfectionism are guilt and shame around worthiness and needing to prove yourself. These patterns generally have contributing factors in this life as well as karmic origins that you're rebalancing. So giving yourself permission to do what you can do and accept yourself completely. Whatever I do, that is enough. In all ways, I am enough. Take the pressure off of yourself that you have to do every healing modality, every mindset practice, every manifesting trick. Just breathe. Let it all go. Remind yourself that what is important to you, what is a priority to you, will get done. Give yourself permission to let go of practices that do not feel like a match for you. In the same way that if you enjoy movement, you're going to get more benefits from exercise. Or if a child has fun while they're learning, they're going to retain it much more effectively. If you are drawn to certain activities, practices, or techniques, you're going to get more out of them if you're enjoying it. Even if you're, using it to dig into beliefs and it's quite an emotional experience, you're still receiving from it. So curiosity and flow, really, not force. There is an energetic resonance that really happens with these harmonious vibes whenever you're feeling good about what you are working with. And that really helps to move you into your most beneficial state for co-creation anyway. So again, take time to go within and ask yourself, what do I feel drawn to? What feels really supportive and powerful to focus on today, this week, this month? And in the same space, you're giving yourself permission to fluctuate. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to do the same practices every single day. This one especially applies if you are a woman with a fluctuating hormonal cycle. Some days are going to be absolute fire for releasing old emotional baggage and getting to the root of disempowering beliefs. Other days will be more suited to creativity or rest and integration. It's just, again, about the flow. So lesson number 3 in energetic perfectionism is to listen to yourself. And I've kind of been saying it the whole time anyway. So stop everything and just listen to yourself. What do you need? What is the underlying emotion or energy? Can you give yourself that today? Can you have compassion and be gentle with yourself throughout your journey? Can you recognize that perfection is subjective? There is no fact of what is perfect, just like there's no fact of what is beauty. Can you open to the possibility that perfection is achieved through self-compassion, acceptance, love, and celebration? So when you can embrace, love, and celebrate yourself exactly as you are in this moment, then you are perfection. That perfection can be found meditating by a lake or eating chips watching Netflix. There's no judgment around this. We can experience a feeling of perfection within ourselves, and we can just love and embrace that and realize that that is a version of perfection as well. And maybe that's a healthier one. So lesson number 4 in energetic perfectionism is to remember it's all about how you feel. So if you are feeling the pressure of needing to be in this perfect energy and belief system, ask yourself, what can you do just for you? It's not all about the work. Again, the same thing I've been repeating. It's about listening to yourself. Instead of replaying, the expert, the author, or the guru in your mind, silence it all and listen to yourself. Sometimes a change in scenery or a walk in nature will do more for your energetic alignment than hours of mindset work could ever do. So all of this really highlights how unique of an experience awakening and ascension really are, and why intuition and finding and following your own flow are so important on your journey. All right, so remember to secure your space for that True Self Solstice activation at the link below. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening today. If you resonate with my work, visit me at tracygoody.com and explore even more ways to deepen your experience of sovereignty, empowerment, and your truth.